Morning everybody and welcome to Regensburg in Germany. I'm here just for a couple of days to visit my friend Caroline, who moved here about 3 years ago now. She's actually a friend from the UK but went to live in Japan for 4 years before moving to Germany, so she's a bit of a jet setter at the moment, following work around the world. It's all very exciting for her. So this is the first time I've been in Regensburg, which is in Bavaria in Germany, and it is absolutely beautiful. Typical old German town with lots of history, lots of culture, lots of interesting things to look at. So we're just heading out into a beautiful sunny but cold day to have a look around, and of course I'll take you with me and show you the sights, and I'll speak to you in a little while. So what a lovely trip that was. Regensburg is definitely beautiful, and it was so nice to see Caroline. It's been a while and it was just like we'd never been apart really. Just got straight back into that chitter chatter and catching up and telling each other all the tales of things that have been going on over the years, and it was a really nice thing to do, really good chill time. But it was a bit of a trial to get there, which is what I wanted to talk to you about today, because I flew from, where did I go, from Stansted to Munich to see Caroline, and that's the first time I've ever flown on my own, and the reason being is that I'm a particularly fearful flyer. Not just a little bit fearful, but proper scared stiff, to the point where, you know, in the olden days before you checked in online and things, you used to have to queue with your bags and drag them along and check in. I remember the times that I had to do that, I used to look around at the people that I was queuing with and think to myself, these are the people I'm going to die with today. Now I know that sounds really extreme, but that's how fearful I was, and I've always been like that. It started with my first flight, and although I've never had any bad flights, as in, you know, any near misses or any mishaps, you know, I've just had the opposite turbulence. That fear has been so gripping that every single flight I've had over all these years has just been a nightmare. And to get me on, I would have a drink or take some relaxing drugs. I even used to take some of my mum's Valium when she was ill and needed to be, you know, calm and sedated. She had some Valium, and she used to sneak me one or two of those for the flights. And looking back now, it's just ridiculous. But it's always been like that. I have got better, I can't lie, with flight after flight after flight. I've gradually got better, but there's never in a million years I thought I would manage a flight on my own. And I did, which is fab. So I think what happened with it is 2 years ago I left my paid job, which was a really scary thing, to do this, to go freelance as a writer and a journalist, but also to help business owners develop and grow their business through the power of writing and marketing and social media and all that stuff. And the reason I did that was because A, I wanted to help people, but B, I wanted to live a life that I wanted to live. And that included having more free time for my family, more flexibility, not having a ceiling on how much I earn, which of course you do when you're in paid employment. And one of the big things I wanted to do was travel. I had this vision in my head that I would travel to places and get my laptop out and work from wherever I happened to be, which you can do with the sorts of work I'm doing now. And I guess when I walked out of that door 2 years ago from my paid job, it never dawned on me that I couldn't travel because I can't fly. I could never thought flying on my own would be possible. It's just like off my radar. But I realised that over the years I've put into place rituals and done things that with every flight has got me closer and closer to being less fearful. And I'm not saying that I've ever been able to manage a flight particularly well, but I've managed flights better than I used to do years ago, and that was about learning the things that I needed to do to get me on those flights. I only had one flight where I couldn't get on at all. I was flying from Birmingham to Dublin and I had to be offloaded because I was just so bad that I couldn't get on, and I cried for a week after that and just felt like I'd let myself and everybody else down. So flying was being a big deal, and not only did that's ruined things for me over the years, but it's ruined things for the people that I travel with as well, because they usually tend to be people who enjoy flying, and my fear has just sort of, made them not enjoy their flight as well. And I just felt like it was time to try and get over that. And I think what happened is, because of the way I've now aligned my life and I want to do this travelling, that vision for my life and where I see it going has become much more important than the fear of flying. So it's almost like the scales have tipped. I want to fly because I want to be able to get to places and work from other places. And I know that my friends and family can't always come with me. They don't all have the luxury of being able to take time off like I can now. And so I needed to be able to fly on my own to do that. And I decided that going to see Caroline in Regensburg was going to be the time that I cracked this. So over the months that I've leading up to going to Regensburg, I've been positively talking to myself every morning, looking in the mirror, telling myself that I can do it, saying positive affirmations. I'm not very good at meditation, but I've been doing a little bit of meditation. I've been listening to motivational speakers on YouTube, listening to other people and how they've overcome fears, and just gradually with those little steps of action every day got me to the point where I was able to walk on that plane in Stansted, fear-free, drink-free, Valium-free, and actually enjoy the flight. I didn't ask to sit near the window, but I ended up sitting near the window, and I spent a lot of time looking out of the window thinking how wonderful it was that I could look down on the people underneath. We went over the sea, and there was boats. There was a massive wind farm in the ocean too, and I just remember looking at all that and thinking, how have I missed all this? Because I would normally sit in the middle or aisle seat because I didn't want to look out of the window. But when I was forced to do it, I realised that actually I've been missing out. So I'm here today just to talk to you about whatever fears you've got in your life. If you're a business owner perhaps, and maybe you can't go networking because you're scared of making small talk or walking into a room on your own, or maybe you don't want to do Facebook Lives because you're worried about being on video. It could be anything. Whatever it is you're scared of, there's a chance that it's holding you back from living the life you want to live. So think about doing this. I want you to think about things that are holding you back. What fears have you got in here that are holding you back, and write them down on a piece of paper. Then I want you to think how that is affecting you. What is it stopping you doing? what is it holding you back from expanding into, and write that down. And then think about the small actions that you could take every day to get you to the point where you're no longer fearful. And that could be stating affirmations, sharing story with friends, journaling, meditating, anything that works for you. Just take some small steps of action every day. Keep in your mind your big vision. What are you wanting to achieve? What is this fear holding you back from doing? Keep sight of that and make little steps every day to get you there. And that's what I've done. I've done it over 20 plus years, and I don't want that for you. Life's too short. Get it done. Get this written down, get a plan of action in place, and take small steps every day. Get somebody to help you if need be. There are other there are coaches, counsellors, depending on what your fear is, that will help you through this. I've had hypnotherapy, tapping therapy, all sorts of other stuff for my fear of flying. I used to use oils, aromatherapy, and although nothing worked instantly like that and got me on a plane fear-free, I firmly believe all those actions over the years got me to the point where I could get on that plane to see Caroline just a few weeks ago. And now what I'm planning on doing is every couple of months I'm going to go on Skyscanner or any flight booking site, see where cheap flights are going to, and I'm going to book on and just go wherever that takes me. So it could be Copenhagen one time or Ibiza the next. I'm just going to let chance lead the way, I guess, and visit all these countries that I perhaps otherwise wouldn't get to see. Well, definitely wouldn't get to see because my fear of flying held me back so much. So what I'm saying is that you can do this. If I can overcome this fear of flying because it was debilitating, then you can do it too. Whatever your fear is, you can do it. You just need action, and you might need somebody to help you. So do that little exercise. Keep in your mind what you want to achieve. Is it freedom, flexibility, more money, developing business, meeting new people, whatever it is, keep that in your mind and take action to get you there. You can do this, guys. If I can, you can. Let me know how you get on in the comments below. I will answer any question that I see or any comment, and I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to know what your fears are, how you can overcome them, if there's anything I can do to help, and let's just keep this dialogue going if we can. You can do it. Thanks, and see you soon.